This takes too long.
Faster than Raimundo.
That's what she said.
All right, Clay, you're the last one up.
With the exception of the dog dummy, nobody is resetting, returning, or restoring the course's booby traps, meaning the next person in line will have less obstacles to destroy or overcome. It's no wonder Omi beat Raimundo's time. They forgot to colour in Omi's eyes. Oh, speaking of which, Omi has green eyes. Let this go on record, Your Honour, and should Omi's eyes ever change colour, that'll be a sin.
We've got a hot Shen Woo.
Here, the writing is black, but now it's coloured, which raises a more valid critique. Why is this the only Woo entry in the entire show that uses coloured inks? I'd understand if this Woo was way more integral to the show's long-term plot, or hell, the Wings of Tanabe would warrant an uncommonly colourful entry, but all this? Just for the Fist of Tebigong? I would applaud the extra effort here, but since this is a one-off, this makes all other Woo entries look bland.
Quickly, young ones, choose your own Shen Woo for battle. The Mantis Flip Coin and the 2-ton tunic.
Well, that didn't last long.
I get no Shen Woo.
We have but 3, Omi. If you want one, I suggest you retrieve the Fist of Tebigong.
In the previous scene, we learn the monks haven't yet used the Woo they won last episode.
Dibs on the eye of Dashi.
No, I should be the first to use it.
Meaning Jack somehow acquired this Woo without any Woo of his own to help or wager. Since this also occurred in the last episode, I'll let it slide, for now. But if this unlikely success rate continues, that'll be a sin. For a Mime, not so quiet. Okay, I'm removing a sin. The attention to detail here is fantastic.
Yeah, instead of making us look behind every... Jack Spicer!
You know this is an early episode when Raimundo fears Jack.
Look at him. He's pretending to put us inside a box. Guys, we really are trapped.
Raimundo's foot travels far past the wall Omi and Kimiko are pressed against. Also, for some reason, the third sash is darker, whilst Jack seems to be in direct sunlight here.
Shouldn't you be rounding up that Fist of Tebigong? What's that? I can't hear you.
Oh, come on. Clay may be the dragon of Earth, but he's not this slow. This episode is supposed to teach us not to underestimate Clay, yet here I am, apparently judging this book not by its cover.
Cowboy, understand.
This is the edge of the Mime magic box, and this is Clay crossing that line a few seconds earlier. Yes, this is the level of nitpicking you'll come to expect as I dissect this children's cartoon.
Ooh, they're playing charades.
Let's see, I reckon that's a monkey if I ever seen one.
Move.
Trapped by Mime magic, stop Jack.
I was about to sin the fact Kimiko didn't do this in the first place, but then I discovered something. Listen to the change of audio from inside the box to outside it.
Move.
Trapped by Mime magic.
It's small details like this that won this animation a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Sound Editing.
We're doomed.
And yet somehow it didn't win its nominated award for Outstanding Character Design. Ugh.
Old man kung fu to the rescue? Not in this life.
See what I mean? The animation is hit and miss in this episode. Raimundo's brows look like censorship bars.
Goodbye, Fist of Tebigong.
Hello, 10,000 years of darkness.
Look, I know this show's in its infancy, but I still don't see why they think having the fist will determine the fate of the world. In the last episode, the monks lost a Woo, and by the end they managed to win it back. And in this episode, Jack Spicer has a new Woo that he acquired without using Woo in the first place. Nobody stressed the importance of the Fist of Tebigong. In fact, nobody even confirmed its purpose. There's no valid reason for the trio to be acting so depressed here.
You may have a point.
Thanks, Omi, I appreciate that. This looks cool but makes no sense.
Yeah, that Fist of Tebigong is so near, I can practically... Brakes!
Every time Dojo treats Clay like a subordinate, I'm removing a sin.
Beat it! it, Frenchie.
Wow. Wow. I never thought I'd need to use this line, but that's racist. Why didn't Mime just build a huge invisible wall? He had plenty of time to make it whilst waiting for Clay. Also, this is how Mime loses? The mirror routine is a legit mime gag, yes. But this involves zero magic, which is a shame since, I don't know, Mime uses magic.
There has got to be some way out of here. Cut! I said cut!
Let me try.
What the f***? No wonder Rai goes rogue in the season finale. This is not how we treat our friends.
Hey, the Fist of Tebigong. Check me out with the moves.
Yeah, check you out.
Uh-oh. Security!
I'm going to ignore the fact the number of bots in each episode is fluid, unlimited, it's inconsistent. But one thing I can't ignore is the levitating drill bots. Jack bots use fuel, the helibot uses propellers, but without any means these drill bots can just levitate. Technically they shouldn't even be able to cross the ground without descending into it. The third arm sash is gone, and now it's back, and now it's black.
Let us out!
Raimundo, stop!
Rai needs to be close to our screens to reach the bars, yet Omi can reach them with a couple of steps.
My first girl hug. May I have another? Easy, Omi. One per customer.
Anything goes when it comes to hoes, because pimpin' ain't easy.
See? Good gloat, great laugh.
You talk too much.
The ghost lady's got a point. I am Dashi.
Whoa, wait a minute. That was a kill shot, right? Clay just went for a kill shot.
Wait, who's the bad guy again?
I know this is a kid's kung fu show, but Big Boy Bailey and unathletic Spicer shouldn't be able to leap like a pair of masters. I mean, we're only on episode 2 of season 1 after all. How much training can either party have had?
Still not used to that.
Are you okay there, Kimiko?
My shit. I'm freaking out.
Third arm sash!
You see this? This is how you combine 2D animation with 3D graphics. Yeah, that's right, I'm talking to you.
Does he not know the showdown has started?
Don't worry your pretty little heads. My man Clay is still doing nothing.
I could appreciate Clay likes to do things at his own pace, but honestly, going slow and steady and standing around and doing nothing are not the same thing. Clay had every opportunity to mentally prepare himself before starting the showdown. Jack even asks if Clay's all set to go.
Ready, cowboy?
But instead of taking this opportunity, Clay insists everything's fine,
Ready as I'll ever be.
but then proceeds to waste precious showdown time. Let me put it to you this way. If Jack crashed way earlier in the showdown, Clay's plan would have never succeeded. Whilst Jack is temporarily out of commission, Clay would have wasted his golden opportunity frantically flower picking for the bird food he should have already gathered. Do you see what I'm getting at? Clay's slow and steady approach is actually stupid and selfish.
Why you boring me? I'm right.
Jack's shoes change at least 3 times in this episode alone, as do the colours of Dojo's claws.
Hey there, little fella. Enjoy the grub.
No bird that's just been chased by a flying madman would instantly land on another human's hand.
I'd like to think we all learned a little something today. We learned everybody hates a mime.
We nearly ended this episode on a high, but unfortunately, if you look a little bit closer, some of the edges are incomplete. I guess this is what happens when they swap aspect ratio for the DVD release. Oh hell, even the wings of oh hell, the wings of oh hell, even the wings of Tanabe would warrant an uncommonly oh hell, even the wings of Tanabe would warrant an uncommon